I think she's gonna be here now.
Okay, guys, so good morning. Good morning. So, welcome to this meeting. This meeting is a calibration meeting just to talk about the script because in the previous script, we have so many things missing up in that script, like what to do with the wrong numbers, what to do with the not interested people, what to do if they are not showing interest in selling, what is the difference in between a lead and in between a prospect and a couple more rebuttals. Okay, so all the questions will be answered in this meeting regarding call handling. So the idea is to just to get the whole picture and to have everybody on the same page. Okay, for that reason, we got Natasha. Natasha is a trainer, is a really good trainer, and she's gonna be in charge of talking about the script, okay, and all the possibilities, all the different scenarios. So here she is for you guys.
Hello, everyone. Okay, so does everybody have the script open? Because I'm gonna share the screen to show
Yes,
you.
please.
Hold on. Okay, can everybody see the script?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so what Javier was saying before, we have like different options of script, knowing that the clients are always going to answer differently according to what we say. So it's really important to difference interested people, what we call leads, that they're going to tell you right away, yes, I'm interested. And the not interested, that at first are going to be like, no, I'm not interested, thank you. And then you're going to convince them by telling them if they want to hear the offer. So those are we're going to call prospects. So those are like the two main like groups for now. And then I'm going to talk about like the other options like wrong numbers or when the owner is not available and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm going to start explaining. Um, okay, so in the normal interested people script, there aren't really much changes. We normally ask for the seller name. They're going to say, yes, that's me. We're like it's really the same. For example, here I just added to be like a little more polite, Mr. or Mrs. the seller name. My name is blah blah blah. I'm calling in regards to your property, and this is like basically the same thing. The reason I'm calling, blah blah blah. So they're gonna tell you right away if they say yes, I'm interested. So there was a little change that we did. Taking into account the last script because in the last script we would like ask them, I just need to ask you some questions about the property, is that okay? So we were like giving them the possibility to say, no, I'm in a hurry. Like they are interested but they don't want to answer questions. So what we're going to do now is just like say, let me ask you, like, you're not going to ask for permission. You're going to do it right away. Let me ask you some quick questions about the property so my manager can call you right back with an offer. It's important to say right back because, like, people are always like wanting everything right now. They want like the offer right now. So we have to like clarify that he's going to call you right back with an offer. And then you start asking without like telling them, is it okay? You just say, first of all, do you have an asking price for the property? So this question is for the people that just said yes, I'm interested. So they probably have a price, and if they don't have a price, they're gonna be like, no, I just want to let me hear your offer first, and then I'll see. So I put here the two options. Yes, it's blah blah blah. For example, 100,000, or no, I just want to hear your offer. And depending on that, we have here the questions, and we write like open to hear an offer, or if they have the price. Okay, so okay, this is just like in case the price in mind is higher than the estimate, because what I do, for example, I'm going to show here, um for example, this person, the profile just appeared. Hi, I'm looking for David Myers. And if the person says yes right away, so I'm going to be always like one step ahead of him, and I'm going to open this right away. Or I can just look on Google for the property. Like when I'm saying like all the script, like the reason I'm calling is because blah blah blah, it's gonna give this time to charge. And at the end, when he tells me, like, for example, some of them are going to tell you really fast, like, yes, if you don't give me 400, or if you give me 400, it's yours. And if not, don't talk to me. Like, they're going to be like really quick. So you have to like be one step ahead and have the price here. So you can ask them, so you can know if the price that they're asking for is higher than the estimate. So taking that in count, for example, if the price is higher than the estimate, then you ask if it's what I do is you ask if it's negotiable or not. And depending on that, you like write on the notes, negotiable or not negotiable. And then Nico can check everything out. For example, if they say no, I won't, like if they're really like, give me 400, and if not, don't talk to me. Then you can, what I do is just like, for example, I open Zillow and I confirm really quick. Does it have 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms? Because sometimes when they give you a really high price, and if the bedrooms are like, for example, they added 3 bedrooms and they're like, no, I have 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. And then you ask for the remodelations and they say, yes, house is entirely remodeled. So that has to like be, that's really important for when they formulate the offer. So you can tell Nico, for example, if they said the house is entirely it was overpriced, the house is entirely remodeled, and this doesn't match because there are way more or just more bedrooms and bathrooms. So you keep asking the questions, and then you tell Nico, um, Texas or whatever lead for review, um, and you tell him to check the notes, and then he decides, for example, the information on Zillow doesn't match with the information he said, so then they decide if the lead works or not. So that's why I put here on the script. You confirm number of bedrooms and bathrooms to see if it matches on Zillow and ask for the remodelations. If there aren't any, you can discard right away. I mean, you're not going to waste your time asking for asking all the questions if the person said, um, "I want 500 and the property is 100 and they didn't do any remodelations." So you're not going to waste your time asking the questions. You're just going to say, "Okay, thank you very much," and then that's a not interested. But if the remodelations justify the price, you keep asking the questions. So that's just like a little note, like here, depending on what the person tells you. So if we here the questions are like practically the same. How long have you owned the property for? For example, the question that we had before was, is it occupied? And what I'm gonna ask here is, are you currently living there? So what I did with the questions is like I made them a little easier, so it's easy for the owner to just say yes, 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 or no, because normally they don't like to talk a lot. So I just formulated the questions a little easier for them to answer. So are you currently living there? They're going to be like, yes, I am. Or if not, they're going to be like, I have tenants, or it's currently vacant. So what I did here, for example, I have here like the questions that you have to copy paste on Senko. So what I did is, for example, are you currently living there? And some of them are going to be like, no, but they're not going to tell you like if there are tenants or if it's vacant. So I put here in parentheses if they say no. So you say, do you have tenants or is it vacant? So you're just like confirming. But that's just if the owner is like, no, yes, no, yes. So you have to know, like you have to like pay attention to like what the owner is telling you. Okay, so yes, he answered this. We continue. So what I do, this is like confirming the thing that I just said. Like you have to make the questions easy for the person to be like, yes, yes, yes. So what I was telling you before, since we are one step ahead of the owner or the seller, so we have it here open. So we're not gonna ask them how many bedrooms and bathrooms does the property have, because some owners are going to get mad, are going to be like, I thought you knew the property. If you want to buy it, why didn't you make your research? So that's why we always have to be like confirming. So does I have here that the property has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, is that correct? And then it's easy for them to just say yes, it is. Okay, so we continue. Does it have a garage? This is like a new question that we added, because it's important also, like when the closers or when the manager is going to formulate the offer, it's important, like if it's single car, 2 car, 3 car garage. So okay, we ask a simple question, does it have a garage? They're going to be like yes, and some of them, most of them are going to be like explaining single car, 2-car or 3-car garage. If they just say yes, like does it have a garage, and they just say yes, so I put here like in parentheses what you asked next, like single or 2-car. Like that's just confirming. The person just said yes but didn't specify the type of garage. So we just to confirm single or 2-car. They're going to be like single, 2-car, 3-car, whatever. Okay, and this is another question that I like reformulated to make it easier. We're not going to ask like what is the general condition of the property? We're just going to confirm. Would you say the property is in good conditions? So if you look at this script, practically the owner would always be saying yes. Like, for example, not this one, because how long have you owned the property? For example, 10 years. Are you currently living there? Yes. Just to confirm, the house has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Yes. Does it have a garage? Yes. Single car? Yes. Is it in good conditions? Yes. So we're like making it really easy for the owner to like have a conversation with us because he's gonna be like in a hurry. So it's really easy for him to answer or for her to answer. So for example, in this case, would you say it's in good conditions? And they say yes. So we just write on the notes good conditions. Or if not, they're going to be like, no, it's an excellent, or no, it's actually regular or poor. And for example, I have here, if you're asking, the property is in good conditions, and the owner just says no, but doesn't specify, so we can just confirm regular or poor conditions. So every time we're just confirming. So we're just making it really easy for him or for her to speak with us. Okay, so the next question was the same as last time, as the last script. Have you done any remodelations in the past 3 years? So this can be a little, sometimes this is the question where the owner is going to get a little mad because he has to explain which remodelations he made. Is everyone listening? Is everything clear until now?
Yes.
Uh,
It is.
Yeah, and
okay.
it is really
Yes.
important for you
Yes,
guys.
perfect.
Yeah, like you guys gonna do some role play like really soon during the meeting because we want to hear you guys. We want to hear you talking because really important for you to let us hear you so that way we can calibrate you in the best mode, possibly commercial mode, to get those leads. Okay, so it's really important. We're gonna give you after she finish with the introduction, she's gonna start like letting you talk, guys. Okay, so thank you.
Yes, because I don't want to extend too much the like explaining everything because there are like other options. So yes, for example, the remodelations, some owners might get mad. So if they say like, for example, if they say no, okay, so you just write no. But if sometimes they're gonna be like yes, and we need to know specifically which remodelations did they do. So what I do is like remember we're always like confirming, confirming, confirming. So have you done any remodelations? And they're gonna be like yes. So just we're gonna be like, for example, the kitchen, bathrooms, like we're just confirming kitchen, bathroom, stuff like that. And then some owners are gonna be like, yes. So you just write kitchen and bathrooms remodeled. And some owners are gonna be like, yes, and also the floor. Like you're giving them like the start of them to like continue saying like everything they remodeled without asking them specifically like what type of remodelations did you make. It's not like an open question, we're just confirming everything. Okay, so the other question is the same, no major repairs that need to be done. I wrote here, I don't know if this is like if Nico and Javier and Barbara agree, like for example, um if the owner told you the house is entirely remodeled and when you asked for the condition he said excellent, I don't think it's necessary to ask if there are repairs that need to be done. I mean, that's another thing that I say that might annoy the client because
Yeah,
he's gonna be like, why are you asking me that if I already told you the house is entirely remodeled?
exactly.
Yeah, so what I do is like I just skip the question. If they already told me everything's remodeled, there's no need to ask the repairs. Okay, and do you owe mortgage? Yes, no. So what I do, like for example, if they say yes, for example, I don't ask the like how much they owe because I think that is a little maybe intrusive. So I just write like, do you owe mortgage? No or yes. And some of them are gonna tell you the price. Only if they tell you, you write it down. But if they don't tell you the price, I don't think it's necessary to ask, like, how much do you owe? I think that's a little personal. Okay, this is the same question. If you like our offer, would you want to sell right away? And do you have a particular reason for selling? This is remember, this is a script for the person that told you at the beginning, yes, I'm interested. So they probably have a reason for selling. And if not, they're gonna be like, no, not really, or you called me and he just thought, okay, I can be interested. Or he or she is gonna give you a particular reason. And this is like the end. Just confirm the address really quick. Is this a good number to call you back? Blah blah blah. When is the best time to call you? Or any time is fine. I added this part, anytime is fine, because it's this, remember that we're confirming. So a lot of people are always going to say anytime. So that's really easy for us to like write it down and be quick with the lead. Okay, excellent, Mr. and Mrs. blah blah blah. Thank you very much. And this is the same. This is the same ending. Yes, thank you. Have a wonderful day. Okay, now this is really important. The prospect, that the people that are not interested at first, and you're going to convince them. So it's basically there are a little changes that you need to do because, for example, these people, the interested, they're not gonna get mad like quickly. They're gonna be like really nice. But the prospects that are not interested, if they told you they were not interested at first and then you convinced them to hear an offer, it's like really easy for them to get mad with every little question because they weren't interested at first. You were the one that convinced them. So okay, this part is the same. Okay, I'm calling in regards to your property, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not interested, but thank you. And some of them are going to try to hang up right away. So you have to like, right after they say, I'm not interested, you have to be like really quick. But would you be interested in hearing a cash offer? So they hear it before they hang up in case they're going to hang up. Okay, so if they say, okay, what's the offer? You're going to start from here. Let me ask you, this is really important. For example, what's the offer? So they're just like clarifying that they want the offer right away. So you have to be like really quick. Okay, let me ask you, do you have a price in mind that you think the property might be worth, or you just want to hear the offer? Look that this question is really different from the question of the leads of the interested because on the lead you just said, do you have an asking price? Because he or she has thought about it before. But this prospect like is just thinking about it because you told him or her. So you're gonna say, do you maybe know if you maybe you have a price to see how much the property is worth, or do you just want to hear the offer? It's important that you say this because then you're just confirming, yes, I just want to hear the offer, or I know the property is worth blah blah blah. Okay, and this is just a little note that I wrote here. For example, you said, would you be interested in hearing a cash offer? Okay. And for example, the seller says no. But some people are gonna be like, would you be interested in hearing a cash offer? No, I don't think so. And they like doubt a little. So you that has to be like a good opportunity for you to be like really nice. Like, are you sure? This is just something that I added, but you like it depends on you. Like, are you sure? You never know. You might like it. But I think that's important to just ask for the people that doubted, that were like, I don't know. And maybe you can convince them with that. Okay, so the person told you, no, I just want to hear the offer. And this is the same thing that I said before. You have to be one step ahead. You have to look on Zillow if price in mind is higher than the estimate. So you ask, is that how much you would like to receive for the property if you were to sell? This is really important because remember, it's just like um a situation, what's the word? Hipotética, hypothetic. I don't know. So if you were to sell,
Yeah.
uh, is that how much you would like to receive for the property? And they say yes. Okay. And for example, if it's higher, is that negotiable? This is like the same thing as before. This is the same thing. You check the remodelations and everything. Okay. So they told you, for example, I just want to hear the offer. And this is really important. Perfect. Let me ask you real quick. How long have you owned the property for? Look that I didn't ask him or her. Can I ask you some questions? I just went directly to the first question. Let me ask you real quick, and it's important that you say real quick. Like everything, it's gonna be like depending on what like the owner is practically um like what's the word, like a
Like
god.
about to leave. He wants to
Like
leave.
we're gonna be like doing everything he or she wants. So yes, how long have you owned the property for? So here is another important thing that has happened to me when I just like start with the first questions, because the if the owner wanted the offer right away, some of are going to get mad and some aren't. So if he answers normally, you continue with the questions like it was an interested. But if he says this is a line that a lot of people say, like, what does that have to do with the offer? Just give me the offer. So this is like something I usually tell them. Yes, I just need to ask you some really quick questions about the property so my manager can call you right back with an offer if that's okay with you. It would only take a minute. And if you check this, I'm not asking, is it okay? I'm just saying if that's okay with you. I'm just like making a statement, like really quick questions, and my manager is going to call you right back. Like everything's really quick for you, like to not waste time. It would only take a minute. So check that everything is like really fast. Okay, some of them are going to get mad and they're going to hang up. So it's important that if they gave you a price in mind, like for example, when Nico tells you like, but if he at least gave you a price and the price is good, Nico might send it. But if the owner just said, I just want to hear the offer and then didn't answer any questions, we know that it doesn't work. So not interested. Okay, but so we're here. I'm gonna ask you some questions, blah blah blah. It only take a minute. Okay, I'm listening. Okay, so for example, this question, I think this is an important question because in the prospects, the people that are not really interested at first, they might get a little mad with this because this is a personal question. Are you currently living in the property? And they're going to be like, but what does that have to do with the offer? That doesn't matter. So what I do is, no, it's just some routine questions that I need to ask, but it's okay if you don't want to answer some of them. Like I clarify that it's okay if you don't answer. Like for me, it's important like number of bedrooms and bathrooms, remodelations. But this, the occupancy, maybe is not as important as the others. So you can just say it's okay if you don't want to answer some of them. So he's gonna be or she's gonna be like, okay, go on. So for example, I just wrote here, like on the send call notes, I just write didn't want to answer and continue. Like you don't give up. If the person is like, but what does that have to do? Just give me the offer. You can't be like, okay, sorry, and hang up. Um you have to like continue. You can say, okay, it's no problem if you don't want to answer, and you keep asking. Just to confirm, blah blah blah. So continue with the rest of the question. And this is something that I also wrote as a note. I don't know if Javier agrees. For example, when the person says, if the person didn't want to answer the occupancy, he probably won't want to answer the mortgage question either. So it's better to not ask that one.
I agree.
Yeah, because for example, the if are you living there, and they're gonna be like, that's personal. And if you ask, you owe mortgage, they're gonna be a little more angry, like that's none of your business. So when you um know your audience, and know that the owner is like not willing to say personal stuff, you already know which questions to avoid. In this case, the mortgage. Okay, so basically I have here, I don't know if this is like too complicated, but I like have like all the questions for the leads and all the questions for the prospect. This is just for the copy paste. So you don't get confused like which question did I had to ask? You already know if the person told you at the beginning he wasn't interested and then he wants to hear an offer. You already know that you're going to copy paste these questions. That if Javier agrees, I'm going to send it right away.
Just please.
So yes, so the questions are like they continue normally, except this part. If you like our offer, would you consider selling the property? This is really important because if we're talking about prospects, um, first we need to ask, if you like our offer, would you consider selling? Because some of them are going to be like, no, actually, I just wanted to hear the offer to know how much the property is worth, but I don't really want to sell. I mean, they're just curious, but they're like not even thinking about it. They just want to know an estimate. So this is really important to ask, because depending on that, you can know if you discard or if you continue. So if the person says, if the price is right, yes, I would. If he says no, discard. And if, okay, he said, if the price is right, yes, I would. And then you say, okay, and if you were to sell, would it be right away or would it take you a few months to sort things out? So check that it's just a little bit different than the question for the interested. Because in the interested, we just asked right away, if you like our offer, would you sell right away or in a few months? And here you have to ask first, would you consider selling if you like the offer? Okay, so they answered right away or in a few months. Okay, so this is something important that we were discussing before. The reason for selling. If the person was not interested at first and you convinced him, um, they might like the most probable situation is that they don't have like a reason because they didn't think about it until you called them. So it's really, it might be a little uncomfortable for them if you say, why do you want to sell, and they actually didn't want to, and they might get mad and be like, I don't want to sell, you're the one that's telling me to sell. So it's really important to ask this question before the reason, like, and you haven't thought about selling in recent times, right? It's important because we're all, remember that it's an easy conversation for him or her, and you haven't thought about selling in recent times, right? They might say no. I mean, yes. I mean, yeah, they haven't thought about it. So we'll need to ask the reason for selling because it would be like an unnecessary question. But if they tell you, actually, yes, I have thought about selling, so then you can ask the reason for selling because they already told you that they thought about it. So, oh, great. And do you maybe have a particular reason for wanting to sell or at least hear the offer? And then they're gonna like answer normally, like if they were like a lead. And this is the same thing. Just to confirm, the address is blah, blah, blah. Okay. And this is another important thing that I wrote. For example, if the person at the beginning said, I'm not interested, you said, do you want to hear an offer? And then you say,
Seems Natasha. Natasha,
Yeah, I think
hello.
we lost her.
they said yes. You, hello?
Okay.
Hello,
Yeah,
can you hear
No,
me?
yeah,
Hello?
yeah. It's just Natasha that we lost you for about like 3 seconds, 5 seconds. Okay, but can you hear me now, Natasha?
Yes, I can. And can you hear me?
I can hear you 100% now. Yeah. So yeah,
Okay,
please
sorry.
continue.
Yes, so what part did the conversation cut? What was the last thing you heard about me?
Yeah, well,
What was the last thing I said?
yeah, we were talking about the if the seller say yes, don't ask the reason for selling in that statement.
Okay. Okay, so if the seller says, when you ask them, have you thought about selling in recent times? And they say, I actually have thought about selling. So this is a great opportunity to ask, so, okay, do you have a particular reason for wanting to sell or at least hear the offer? And so they're going to answer the reason normally. So that's really important for the not interested, like the prospects, to ask first, like to confirm you haven't thought about selling in recent times, right? Okay, so you confirm the address normally. And this is another important thing that I was saying. For example, if the person wasn't interested at first and you convinced him to hear an offer, and then you ask them all the questions and he answered everything, but he still doesn't know that the manager is going to call them back. He still thinks that you're going to give them the offer right away. But you like it would say that you practically tricked him into answering all the questions. So at the end you can say, perfect. So with this information, my manager will call you right back with an offer. Is this a good number to call you back? And this is really important because look, I didn't ask him like, my manager will call you right back with an offer. Is that okay? I'm not asking like, is that okay? I'm like going to the next question right away. Like, is this a good number to call you back? Like that part has to be like really, um, really quick. My manager will call you right back. Is this a good number to call you back? And they're gonna be like, they don't have time to get mad. Like, wait, didn't you have the offer right now? Because if you ask them a question, they're gonna like normally answer that question. Is this a good number to call you back? And they're gonna be like, yes. And then you continue to the end of the conversation. That would be like the prospect script. And this is like important note that I wrote. If the seller, if the owner says no, no, no to everything, like, would you be interested in hearing a cash offer? And he said no. And then you said, are you sure? You never know. He said, yes, I'm sure. Like, he's not selling at all. So this is what I normally ask. Okay, no problem. Do you have any other properties for sale or know anyone that might be selling? So this is just like to, maybe he has another property, or maybe his mother, his sister, anyone is selling. So that's just like get a referral and call someone else. And if they still say no, like, do you have any other properties or know anyone? No, I don't. Okay, thanks anyway. Have a great day. You too. Bye. Thanks. Bye. So any questions until now? Hello?
Yeah, no, everybody listening,
Y-
but seems to be that nobody has
Yes,
any
no question.
questions. But no,
Is everything clear?
yep,
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
but
it is for me.
I think that the script that Javier sent us is not the one that you have. It does not have all the same notes, right?
oh, okay. So disregard that one. And Natasha, can you please send
Okay.
this one?
Yes,
Yes.
after this meeting ends, I'm gonna send like because I did some corrections a few minutes ago, but um I don't know how many corrections. So yes, I'm going to send this when the meeting ends, and also I'm going to send these questions
Perfect.
that are like to difference the leads and the prospects.
Great.
Okay. So continuing with the owner not available script. This happens a lot. And that's really important because I don't think we've ever like talked about that when the person is like, okay, hi, I'm looking for blah blah blah. He's not here right now, or he's not available. Can I take a message? Some of them are gonna be really nice. Are gonna be like, can I take a message? And you just say, oh, okay, my name is Natasha. I'm just calling to see. Like, this is really important because if you're not talking to the owner, I don't think it's necessary to say like all the script, like the reason I'm calling is because blah blah blah, because if you're not talking to the owner, I don't think they really care. So you just have to be like, you go to the point directly. My name is Natasha. I'm just calling to see if, for example, I'm just calling to see if Javier is interested in selling his property at blah blah blah. So I just wrote here a small note, depending on what the person answers. Because, for example, if you're speaking to the owner's wife or the owner's husband or someone really close, they're gonna be like answering for them. Some people are gonna be like, "No, I know he's not interested," and they're not gonna even let you speak to the owner because they're gonna be like, "I know he's not interested," or or they're gonna be sure that he is interested. So depending on that, if person says he's not interested, use the not interested people script. So, for example, I'm calling to see if Javier is interested in selling his property. He's not interested. Would he be interested in hearing a cash offer to maybe consider it? It's not would you. Would he be interested? And they're going to be like, sometimes they're going to be like, no. And other times they're going to be like, you have to talk to him. So that's the next thing that we have to do. If the person tells you you have to speak with him, or if you ask if he's interested and they say, I don't know, you have to speak with him, or anything just regarding speaking with the owner personally. So you say, okay, no problem. So can I call back later to speak with him? And some of them are going to say, yeah, you can call back.
Oh
Too
wow.
much. Have a good one.
Okay, she's back.
Okay, sorry. Did I? Hello?
Yeah, it says like that. Some issues connecting your computer to the server. But can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Did I cut off?
Yeah, a little bit, but now you're back. So yeah, everything is good. So please continue.
Yes. So I was saying, if you're going, like, can I call back to speak with him? If the person doesn't know like anything regarding the property, they're gonna give you a time to call back, and you normally write on the notes, owner wasn't available, blah blah blah. Call back 5. Set a callback. But there are a lot of cases when it's the wrong when the owner is not there, but the owner doesn't even live there. For example, it's really confusing because some people answer and I'm like, "Hello, I'm looking for Javier." And they're like, he's not here. So I say, okay, I'm calling to see if he's interested in selling the property. And they say, I don't know. So I'm going to say, can I call back later? And then they say, he doesn't even live here. Like it's like maybe a friend or a cousin, someone that they know, but that's not the number of the house. So when they say he doesn't live here, I usually ask for the number. Okay, sorry, do you have a number where I can reach him? And depending on what they answer, sometimes they're going to be like, no, I don't know his number, or I don't want to give you, like, I'm not allowed to give you his number because I'm a stranger to him or to her. So if the person says no, there's nothing you can do. I just dispose as wrong number, like discard, because there's nothing I can do. And if they say yes and give you the number, you obviously do like the normal thing. You call manually, or like the first thing I do is I search for the number, because sometimes we spoke to that owner before and the owner already told us that he's not interested or to not call him again. So you already know what to do. And if we haven't called him before or called her before, we call manually and do everything normal. So that is the not available owner not available script. Okay, so the next one is wrong number, which happens like 50% of the time. People are going to be like, it's the
Yeah,
wrong number. But
exactly.
that's a really tricky answer because sometimes it's a wrong number, but they do know the owner and they just don't want to tell you. Like, yes, hi, I'm looking for Mr. Javier. No, you have the wrong number. And maybe I'm speaking to Javier's mother and they're just telling you the easy way. It's the wrong number, but they're not going to tell you he's my son. So they just said you have the wrong number. And so this is what I say. I'm not gonna give up. If they say you have the wrong number, I'm not gonna be like, okay, sorry, bye. I'm gonna continue asking because maybe they're not the person I'm looking for, but they do know something about the address. So sorry. I'm calling in regards to the property, blah, blah, blah. Is that familiar to you? This is really important for them to not get mad. Because if I just say I'm calling in regards to the property and they're going to be like, I already told you, I don't know that, it's the wrong number, and they're going to get mad. But if we just ask, is that familiar to you? I'm just confirming, like, maybe you're not the person, but you know the address. So if they say yes, what about it? You can do the normal script, and depending on what they answer, you can use the interested, not interested, owner not available, because they can say, yes, that's my mother's property. And then if they can answer the questions, it's a lead. And if they say you have to talk to her, it's owner not available and blah blah blah. So if you ask for the property, this happens a lot. I'm calling in regards to the property. Is that familiar to you? No, it's not. Like it's a completely wrong number. I don't know the person. I don't know the address. I don't know anything. And you still don't give up. You say, so sorry. Because I think it's important to apologize because we are bothering them. If they some It's really easy for a wrong number to get mad if you keep asking them questions and they're not the person. So I say, so sorry. Well, if I may ask, do you have any properties that you would like to sell or know anyone that might be selling? This is just in case, like, it's a good opportunity to get a lead, but it wasn't the person, it wasn't the address, but fortunately it was a person that was had another property for sale. Like, you never know what can happen. Like, every chance, every call, every number is a good opportunity to get a lead. So it's really important to say, so sorry, if I may ask, because it's a little intrusive question if that's not the person we're looking for. Do you have any properties that you would like to sell? Blah, blah, blah. And depending on that, you do the same thing. You ask the questions. Obviously, you ask for the address because you don't have it. You ask the questions. If they know someone, you ask for name and number. Sometimes they're going to be like, I know that there's a house, someone is selling a house across the street. And I say, oh, okay, do you know the number of the owner? They say, no, I just saw a for sale sign, but I don't even know that person or something like that. So like, the last thing you can do is just maybe ask if they know the address. Like, they're gonna be like, I don't even know their number, but I know it's 4122 Sesame Street. And then you can look for that address on Zillow or on some other real estate page. And sometimes the number of the owner appears, like, this property belongs to Maggie Williams. And you call them and do the normal script. And if they say no, like after you ask, do you have any properties? They say no. Like they already said no 3 times. It's I'm looking for blah blah blah. No. Is that familiar to you? No. Do you have any properties? No. So you're being like a little annoying for that person. So you have to say, I'm so sorry for bothering. Thank you and have a great day. And yeah, well, usually people with that strategy, they don't get mad. But for example, if you say, I'm calling and I'm looking for Javier, wrong number. I'm calling in regards, and they don't even let you finish because they get mad because you kept talking, even if they said it was a wrong number. They're gonna be like, I just told you wrong number, and they were like like already screaming. So I already know that I can't keep asking because they are gonna be like insulting me. So I just like wrong number or DNC. Like you really have to know like how patient the person is so you can keep asking the questions. Okay. And the final script, the referral person. This is when a person gave you the name and number of another person who was selling. So when they give you the name and number, it's usually because they're like close to them. They're maybe friends or something. So you clarify, okay, I'm looking for Maria. Yes, that's me. Yes, Miss Maria. My name is Natasha. I work for a real estate investor. I was just speaking to your friend, Sophia. She told me you had a property for sale at Houston because sometimes the person who refers tells you like, oh, my friend Maria is selling a property in Houston, but I don't know the address. So what you're gonna do is just say, yes, I was just speaking to your friend Sophia, and she told me you had a property for sale in Houston. Is that oh sorry, is that correct? And they're gonna be like, yes. And okay, yes, sorry. Here I forgot to write that we have to ask the address, obviously. We have to ask for the exact address since we don't have it. So, yes, are you told me that you had a property for sale in Houston, is that correct? Yes, it is. Great. So let me ask you some quick questions about the property so my manager and call you right back with an offer. And you ask like, can you tell me the exact address? And then you continue. Do you have an asking price for the property? And continue with the rest of the interested because this is a completely interested person. Okay, so those were the 5 options of the script. Uh, is everything clear? Does anyone have any questions?
Everything clear.
Yeah, it seems that everything's clear.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we can
Yes,
do some
it's
role
clear.
plays now. Okay, yeah.
Yes, but let me just say something really quick. This is some like notes that I wrote because this is something that happens a lot. Some questions that people ask that sometimes we don't know how to answer. So this is just some notes that I wrote, but I'll be really quick. Okay, so what to answer when people say, where did you get my number? This was a rebuttal from the last script. Yes, since our company bought properties near your house, they use the internet to find the numbers of people living in that area. We hope it's not too much of a bother. We just want to know if you're interested in selling or just want to hear a cash offer and maybe consider it. Because usually this is a question of someone who's getting a little suspicious, a little mad, like doesn't believe. So you always have to redirect the question to, we just want to know if you're interested in selling. This is something that a lot of people ask, like really rude. Like, do you see a for sale sign at my house? Are you stupid or something? So I usually say, no, that's why we're calling to see if you might be interested in selling or just want to hear a cash offer and maybe consider it. I'm always redirecting the question. Like you may not have a for sale sign, but you might be selling. You might be interested. It's just that you haven't put a for sale sign or something like that. And this is another question that a lot of people say. If I sell my house, where am I supposed to live? That's also like a little bit rude question, like telling you like, why are you asking me that? And I just answered, well, maybe this is something that Nico, or I don't know who proposed. I think it was Nico. Like maybe with the cash offer that we give you, you can find a better place to live in because that makes a lot of sense. Like, we're going to give you a good cash offer, and you never know. You might like it, you might buy a better property. So sometimes that works, sometimes that doesn't work. And this also is really important. I have the property listed under a real estate agent. And sometimes when they say that, you're going to be like, okay, sorry, bye. But remember, you can't give up that easy. So we have to clarify. Well, we're not allowed to make offers if the property is listed. So let me ask you, if we call you back with an offer and you like it, would you be willing to drop the contract with the real estate agent? And like, you have to clarify that if you like our offer. I mean, we're making you a good deal, and you decide if you stay with the other one or if you take our deal, our offer. If they say no, discard. If they say yes, continue with the interested people script, the normal script. This is something that has happened a lot to me. People think that they're not gonna that we're not going to be interested in the house because they owe a lot of mortgage, and they're going to be like, it's not possible. But we have to give them always like what's the word, we have to give them like opportunities to tell them like that it can work for us. Like, how much do you owe? Because maybe with our cash offer, you can pay your mortgage and also have some money for yourself. Like, I have to confirm this with Nico and Javier because I don't really know how that mortgage stuff works. But in the experiences, the calls that I've had, for example, they say, no, I owe a lot of mortgage. I owe, I don't know, 50, and the property is 100, like the estimate. And I say, no, but it can work because we can make you an offer. You can pay the mortgage and have some money for yourself. So usually that would be a lead because she owes less than the estimate. But I have to confirm that with Nico and Javier because the
Yeah,
mortgage is a little complicated for me.
exactly. But you got that right. Yeah, we got some options for them as far as refinancing the property. So if they own a lot of mortgage, that's not a problem. It can be a lead as well.
Yes, exactly. So you have to verify on Zillow, like if what you always have, they always, they're gonna say I owe a lot, but sometimes they're not gonna say how much. So you ask how much to see if it works for us. Checking on Zillow if the estimate is more or less. If seller owes more, um, discard. If he doesn't, continue. Okay, so this is something that happens a lot. The owner of the property is deceased. Now, this is really important too because, well, obviously, it's a little hard when you ask for someone that is not there physically. Some people are going to be a little hurt or something. But I think that even if we're asking for someone that is deceased, we don't give up. Like, we say, okay, for example, the owner is deceased. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm calling in regards to the property, blah blah blah. Do you know if it's for sale? Like, we're just asking, like, out of curiosity. Like, we just apologize because we asked for someone that was deceased, but we're not gonna give up. Like, we're gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, yeah, goodbye. So we ask for the property because it also happens a lot that when the owner is deceased, for example, the daughter or like a relative wants to sell because the owner is deceased. Like, that can be a reason for selling. So yeah, that's what I do. So this is something that happens a lot. What's the name of the company? And I see that a lot of people ask on Discord, like, what are we supposed to say with the name of the company? So I think that should be in the script. So the new girls and the new boys that come to work know that you can say first, I work for real estate investors. We buy properties all around the US. Because before, when I was just working in Texas, I used to say, I work for a real estate investor. We buy properties in Texas. Or I work for a real estate investor in Houston. But now, since we're like nationwide, I just say, like, we buy properties all around the US. But some people are gonna be like, actually, this is usually the majority of people. They ask for the name and you don't give them a name. You say, I work for a real estate investor, and they're gonna be like, but what's the name? I need to know the name. Doesn't the company have a name? So when they ask the second time, I say real empire. But like, I know that the first thing you have to say is, I work for a real estate investor or independent private investors. And then when they start getting a little mad, like, but what's the name? I need to know the name. You can say real empire. Javier, you can correct me if I'm wrong or anything to say with the name.
No, everything is perfect. You keep going because you're doing a beautiful job, and yeah, I agree with everything that you just say. So yeah, really good.
Okay, I'm almost done. Yes, so this is something they always ask. Where is the company located? So, for example, now we have in Texas, the area code is Austin, Texas, which the clients can confirm because sometimes they say like, "Where are you located?" and you say like Houston just because you weren't thinking. You were like Houston, and they're gonna be like, but that's not your, they're going to be like checking every little detail. They're going to be like, that's not your area code, and they're going to be like tricking you. So we know that the area code is Austin, Texas, I believe. And if you're not sure, you can always confirm with Nico on Discord. But this is only if the campaign is Texas, because if there are people on CA or other campaigns, you can just say we're nationwide, we're in several locations.
Yeah.
So this answer can be sometimes a little bit confusing for some people if they're gonna insist, but where is the home office or something like that? You can always say we don't provide that personal information. If you're interested, my manager can call you back with the offer and he can tell you everything you need to know. Like we can just say like as an excuse because we're agents, we're not the manager. So we can say like we're not allowed to provide that personal information, or I don't know, like something related to that. Okay. Um can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, okay,
Yes.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your
Yes.
manager's name? Another question that happens a lot. His name is Michael Williams. Remember that it has to be English name. It can't be Javier or well any English name is fine because remember in the US they're very like I don't know if the word is racist or classist.
It is. It is. It is precious. But look, Michael will work. Okay, Michael. So that would be
Yes.
the default name, Michael Williams.
Yes, and you remember you have to be really secure with every question because people are always going to be like trying to make you feel like are going to try to make you feel bad and they're going to be like what's your company's name? Where are you located? What's the phone? What's your manager's name? They're going to be like pushing you to like be scared and be like because they're going to feel like they're going to like test us to see if we're fake. So you have to be like really secure now that you know these questions. These are like the usual questions according to my experience. You're always going to be secure, like a real hire. We're located in Austin. His name is Michael Williams. So they know that we're firm and that we're like confident about ourselves. So they can be like a little bit more relaxed and they can answer the rest of the questions. Okay, so the company's number. So just in case somebody like doesn't know, um, a dashboard, my settings, my account, caller ID. And since it takes a little while for you to do like those three steps, usually when they say like, what's the company's number? So I can say like, okay, first of all, my name is Natasha and I spell out my name, Natasha. And then while I'm doing that, I'm opening this. So it can't be like I'm thinking like, the company's number is, so I'm like always talking. So when I finish spelling out my name, I say, and the company's number is 737-256-7260. Okay, so yeah, I put that on the script just in case like the new girls wanted to know because it happens a lot. They ask the company's number. And the last thing they they say is why does it say scam likely on the caller ID? Of course that is something that is not going to be really nice to the clients because they're going to be like why are you keep calling me, and besides that it says scam likely. So this is like I think the best way to answer. We're sorry about that. It's just that we make so many calls during the day, so the caller ID identifies the number as scam likely, but we'll take care of that. Javier, is that fine? Like to answer that?
That is perfect. That is perfect. And the reason of that happening is because, well, out of 1,000, 2,000 calls, somebody's going to get mad and is going to report the number anyway. So that happens about like probably a couple times during the day. sometimes just one time during the day, but we change numbers as needed. Okay, so we change one, two, three, four times. So you just let us know. Let us know on the main chat that you have like a real upset person that just is talking about scam likely type of situation in the caller ID, and then we'll take care about that number by changing that by a new one. Okay, so
Yes, yes. So yeah, they this is like them asking because I mean obviously they don't like when it appears scam likely, but if we answer really like it's just that we make so many calls, so the caller ID identifies, but we'll take care of that. It's like assuring that we're not scam. It's just like a problem that we call so many times, but it's like we'll take care of that. So the seller is gonna be like relaxed about that. And this is just some notes that I wrote at the end, but I think everyone knows. Like I wrote it most like thinking about the new people that might come work. Like if it start yelling, you don't have to stand that. You can just hang up. And for example, what happened to Daniela, like the new girl that she was being pranked and she kept talking for like 8 minutes. So it happened to me as well when I started working here. I spent 16 minutes talking to a person that was a prank. So we have to really like identify the pranks because they're always the same. They're always like interrupting you. They're gonna be like, talk louder, or I'm
Yeah,
working.
sorry. The one way to just really know if it's a prank call or not is just to stay quiet. If you stay quiet, then
Exactly.
they just keep talking. Then you know, and you can just hang up right away.
Exactly. That's yeah, when you're a little suspicious, you like be quiet. Yeah, you stay quiet and the person if it's if, obviously if it's a recording, it just waits like 5 seconds and be like but blah 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 and then waits another 5 seconds. Like it's really obvious if it's a recording. So you don't have to stand that obviously. You can DNC right away. So those were like important notes that I wrote, and yeah, that's the end of the script.
the introduction. So, guys, how do you like it? It's beautiful. This script has everything that you guys need to have the control. This script is the perfect example of being in control of the call from the very beginning to the end of the call. So, the only way to actually get leads is actually being in control. But what type of control? This type of control, like specific type of control, by asking those questions, you guys gonna sound like really professional and they gonna believe in yourselves, okay? Because you sounds really professional. So we're gonna do like a little play role next. So because we want to hear you in action, so that way we can make some corrections if needed. So in this case, Natasha, she's gonna be the client. She's gonna be
Javier,
the prospect. Yeah.
can I make a suggestion before the role play?
Yes.
Since we are constantly changing the numbers and sometimes we are working like Natasha said, for example, campaign that we are working on right now, it's like nationwide because we have numbers from California, New Jersey, etc. So I would suggest in the final rebuttals when they ask where is the company located, I would use, I would say it's best to say we are nationwide, but our main quarters or our main office is in Houston, Texas, for example. So that way you say that you are nationwide, but your main office is in a place that you don't have to think about where is the area code of the number I'm calling from, because if you don't know the area code of the number, maybe you change the number a few minutes ago and you doubt it, they are going to see that you are thinking about it. But if you say we're nationwide, but our main office is in Houston, Texas, that's like right away, always. So I would use that, but I don't know if you agree.
Well, that is a good point. That is a good point. Nicolas, can you hear me? Well,
Yeah,
so what do you think about that point? I think it is a good point.
yeah. I mean, we can try it to see how it goes, and based on the results that we get on the situations, the specific situations, we can decide whether we it works or not.
Yeah. So let's implement that part. And Natasha, what do you think about that?
Yes, I think that is a great idea because yeah, the knowing the area code all the time is a little hard for us. So it's like the best thing to answer our main office is in Houston, but that doesn't mean I'm calling you from Houston. So that is, I think that's the best thing to say. I'm gonna write it down on the script right away.
Yeah, exactly. In the middle time, just for you guys to know, we sometimes we get to call New Jersey, and we have to get to call Ohio and Georgia and a couple more states. In those occasions, we get particular numbers for those type of playlists. So when you being assigned to a particular state, we give you that area code number, the capital city in that case, and then but we're gonna let you know, okay? But you can actually check up yourselves by the steps, like 3 steps that Natasha just mentioned during the meeting. By take,
Can I say something? I'm sorry.
go ahead.
Well, it should work most of the time, that part, but sometimes they ask, where are you located right now? Like, where are you calling from? Like, if they want exactly where are you, like, not the company, but you. So that's why it would be useful. The one that was that someone said before. I don't know who said that, but not most of the time. So I think both answers can be useful. I think.
Yeah, yeah. So that is a good point, Maria Jose. So the correct answer is you are located in the same place that the headquarters of the company are located. In this case, Houston, Texas. You're in Houston, Texas. Where exactly? Not downtown commercial building, the Houston, Texas. We will give you all the details on what about it. My manager is gonna call you and then call handling, right? But they just want to hear that you are not from out of the states. That's exactly what they just don't want to hear. They want you to say that you are in the states, so that way they feel like much more secure according to their minds. Okay, so yeah, good point. And then Barbara, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So do you have any comments so far? Because we're gonna do some role play, but how do you like it so far?
Okay, well, I have a few suggestions as far as the questions that Natasha placed right there. So first, I will say that sometimes people is like,
Oh, she's gone.
Hello. Oh, yeah, we lost Barbara, but she'll be back
hello.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can
Okay.
hear you now.
Yes, sorry. So, one suggestion that I will place is that, for example, there's people that most of the time are like, "Where are you located?" And we said, "Where we are nationwide, so we're in several locations, but the main office is in Houston, correct?" But as far as the where are you located? Why do you have an Austin area code, for example? Um, I will say that just as a suggestion, maybe Nico, every time that change the number, he can say current number for Texas is area code Houston or area code Austin. So that way, every agent can know what is the area code for the day or for as far as the time that the number was changed. So we don't have to like take a look or being like, well, we are located in Houston. Yes, but why your area code is Austin? Then people start getting mad because of that, because that happens to me a lot. So maybe as a suggestion, Nico can say like, okay, number has been changed to Austin area code or Houston area code, for example. I don't know if that will be a good thing to do.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
continuously changing numbers, and so they can
Mhm.
check on the you guys can check on your same call account.
Yes, no,
That will be hold on a minute.
yes,
So
um,
they can
uh,
Barbara, hold on. Can I talk, Barbara?
Angelica is the one asking.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. So can you guys check that on Sencall? It's not that difficult. It just can you Barbara? I mean Natasha, can you show how you can actually check the number on Sencall? It's like a 1, 2, 3 step. Like look, so that would be okay the my settings and then my account. So 2 clicks. My settings, my account, and then boom boom. So I don't think it's gonna be difficult for you guys to double click on that and get the number. I think that would be the easy way, because if you're asking what is the number, it's gonna take some time for us to reply, but like 2, 3 minutes. Imagine in the client needs to know like right away.
Mr. Javier, I have a suggested something regarding that. Like what we can do is like we look for the number, although it would be a little bit like we would have to do this like every once in a while. We would like look at the number and then put on Google like area code
Yeah.
737 and maybe that appears. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's easy to look for it. Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, but you know what? For that, so you guys don't have to look it up, because if you look up the number, you're gonna have the number, but sometimes you don't know which area code is from. So what I can do is that I can tell you like, oh, in Texas, this is the area code that we're working with right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the state that no, not the state, but the city that we're working with right now. So if they ask you, you can just respond right away without having to Google the number. And if they just ask you for the number, then you just have it there. So yeah, I
Yeah,
can do that.
good. And Barbara, can you talk now? I'm sorry if I call you off. I didn't know it was you. I was confused.
Yes, no problem. Yes, exactly what Nicholas was saying is what I was suggesting. Just every time that the number is changed, it's not about giving us the full number. It's just like, hey, the area code is from this city. So at the time, if someone says like, but why your area code is Austin? We can say, oh no, it's just that I'm located in Austin, but our main office is in Houston, for example, just in case that someone gets mad. And where I think that is a really good script. It's really complete. It has all the rebuttals and everything. And yeah, I think Natasha really made a really good job just resuming everything up, because we had that situation with the rebuttals and all. So yeah, congratulations, Natasha. I think it's a really good script.
Yeah, and agree. She's
Thank you.
wonderful. Thank you. So now we're gonna like play role a little bit because of course we want to hear like Angelica, Sofia, and Maria Jose, all of you, Camila, Alejandra Martinez, Alejandra Vila. She's a master. Like Karen too. Well, everybody, including Jackie. Jackie is here for a long time. So can we do some role play?
Sure, no problem.
Yeah. So
Yes.
Natasha, can we play role this script?
Yes, of course.
Hi,
Uh,
I
oh,
wanted to ask first if by any chance you can send us first the
oh yes,
script
of course.
before we do the role play.
Yes, of course. I'm gonna write.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. Um, check area code. Sorry. Okay. Um. Okay. Let me just. Mm, 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 mm. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen for 1 minute. Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay. And I'm also going to send you the. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me share the screen again. I need to show you something. Um. I'm also going to share. Okay. Hold on. This. Like, remember, I differentiated the prospect and the leads. And also, Javier, I forgot to say before, I don't know if this is necessary. I also have the questions for commercial leads. Remember
Oh
the
yeah.
apartment complex? I don't know if
Well, not during this meeting, but just keep it there, and we talk about it later because I'm gonna get like a commercial playlist, and then we're gonna use these questions, okay? But for this type of meeting, it just single home, family home, so it just business as usual, just cash offer for this type of properties.
yes, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna send these two and the complete script.
Hello, Natasha, are you there? I just don't hear you anymore.
Yeah, sorry. I had to
That's cool.
or I have to save the changes and put it in my
Oh, yeah,
my escritorio
yeah,
and then send it.
no, that's cool. That's really cool. So in the middle time, so Alejandra Vila, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Good. So how do you like the script? Do you have any feedback about the script? How do you like it?
No, I think it's everything in there. Like every possible questions or anything that every customer asks or concern about it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's awesome. Thank you, Natasha.
yeah, exactly. Eh,
Thank you very much.
absolutely. And Jackie,
Yeah, I like the script.
do you? Okay, wonderful. I like it that you like. Jackie, can you hear us, Jacqueline?
Yes, I can.
Good. Yeah. Okay. Good. And how do you like the script? Do you like it?
Yeah, I like this one much better. It has all the questions that we always have and have to type them on the main chat. So it's good to have them on hand. Yeah, I like it much better. It's
Okay.
awesome. Thank you, Natasha.
Thank you. You're welcome. I just sent the new script to the main chat. Can everyone check if it's
Yep,
everything
I see
there
it.
perfectly?
Oh, let me check.
Like with the new things that were said, like yes, but where are you calling me from? I'm calling from checker. Yes, okay. And I'm going to send the questions to copy paste. Oh, it says your message has more than two. Okay, hold on. Let me send the interested first and then the other one because it says it's too long to put together. Okay, these are the questions for the leads, and these are the questions for the prospect. Like everything is there. It's really easy. When you know the person is not interested at first, you just copy paste the second questions and everything is there. Okay, and I don't know if I clarified like for example, let me share the screen 1 second. Okay, can everybody hear me and look and see the screen?
Yep. Uh-huh.
For
Yes.
example, that what I was saying before, this is in parentheses is like just in case like the owner wasn't clear with the answer. For example, are you currently living there? No. Okay, do you have tenants or is it vacant? Like it wasn't, he didn't tell you if he doesn't live there, like what are the other options? So for example here, just to confirm the house has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. And this is, for example, when you see on Zillow that it doesn't appear. So since you don't have any information to confirm, you have to ask how many bedrooms and bathrooms does the property have? For example, here, does it have a garage? And they just say yes. And then you can ask single car or two-car garage. For example, would you say the property is in good conditions? No. Okay, regular or poor? Like it's just what I put in parentheses is just when the owner is like not being clear. Have you done any remodelations in the past 3 years? Yes, like the kitchen, bathroom, stuff like that. So no major repairs that need to be done? Yes, I need to do some repairing. Anything specific? And the rest is the same. Everything here is, uh, well, if you like our offer, would you consider selling? If you were to sell and you haven't thought about selling in recent times, right? If they say, I haven't thought about selling, you don't have to ask this question in parentheses. But if they say, I actually have thought about selling, you ask, do you have maybe a particular reason for wanting to sell or at least hear the offer? And then everything here is the same with this information, blah, blah, blah.
Yep, sounds good. Sounds really good. So now we're gonna do the role play.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
do I put the script on screen like this?
Yeah, yeah, you can share the screen so everybody follows the same road or the same paragraph.
Mm-hmm. So who's gonna start?
So anybody like Angelica, can you? How do you feel
Okay.
about? Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Natasha, you're going to be the seller?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So let's start.
Hello. Oh,
Hello?
sorry. No, that's you. Sorry.
Yeah. Hello?
Yes.
Hi, I'm looking for Natasha.
Sorry, wrong number.
I'm sorry. Wait, it's just too far the street.
Yeah, yeah, no problem. Scroll
I
down.
have to go
Natasha.
down. So this is wrong number. Okay, so sorry, I'm calling in regards to the property at 125 blah blah blah. Is that familiar to you?
Yes. What about it?
Well, the reason I'm calling is because our company just bought some houses in the area, and we want to reach out to the owners to see if they're interested in selling.
Um, mm, well, my mom is the owner,
Hmm.
and I'm not sure if she's interested in selling. You have to speak with her.
Oh, what time could I call back to speak to your mom?
Um, well, I don't know. Uh, there's not a specific time. You can just try to call back later.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry for bothering you. I will try to call back later. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Okay, but wait.
Yeah, no, I think we can start trying with like the prospect, which is like the
Okay.
most
Okay, okay.
yeah, tedious
I,
one. So yeah,
I just wanted to do
that
like
was great. I mean, that's like a real scenario when you
yes,
get like caught off guard. That's what happens most of the time. So that's actually a good train. But yeah,
yeah.
you did good anyways.
I'm gonna try to, yeah. Of course, we can try with the normal scripts and everything,
Mhm.
and then if it's okay with Javier and Nico, we can like do like different scenarios of what normally happens
It sounds
if
good.
we
Yeah,
have
we can.
time.
Yeah,
Sounds good. Yeah, let's do it like that.
So which one now? The prospect, the interested.
Um, um,
yeah,
hmm,
you can do the prospect first.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not interested.
Okay, again. So, hello.
yes,
Hi, I'm looking for Natasha.
yes, that's me.
Hi, Miss Natasha. My name is Angie, and I'm calling in regards to your property at 123 blah blah blah.
Yes, what about it?
Yes, the reason I'm calling is because our company bought some houses in the area, and we want to reach out to you to see if you're interested in selling.
No, I'm not interested. Bye.
Would you be interested in getting a cash offer and maybe consider it?
Okay, what's the offer?
Okay, let me ask you, do you have a price in mind that you think the property might be worth, or you would just like to hear what we offer?
Yeah, just give me the amount.
Okay, is that, I'm sorry. Okay,
No
perfect. Let
worries.
me ask you real quick. How long have you owned the property for?
But what does that have to do with the offer? I just want to hear the offer.
Yes, I just need to ask you some real quick questions about the property so my manager can call you right back with an offer. I hope that's okay. It will only take a minute.
Okay, hurry up.
Okay. Are you currently living in the property, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Um, okay, the other questions are how long have you owned the property for?
About 10 years.
Okay. And just to confirm, this is a house of four
Wait,
bedrooms and two
uh,
baths?
wait, Angie, sorry.
Yeah.
I got a little confused because you told me how long have you owned the property for? And I said, what does that have to do with the offer? Just give me the offer. So like
Mm-hmm.
I think it's best if you don't ask that again. Because you asked me again, like, how long have you owned the property for? So like I don't know if
No,
Javier agreed.
but wait. I thought I asked first of all. Are you sure? Blah, 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 blah. How much would you like to receive, or if you would just like to hear our offer? So, okay. Yes, you're right. But no, the second question I did was, are you currently living in the
Oh
property?
yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Then I went back to
Yes.
the beginning. So, just to confirm, the house has four bedrooms and two baths.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Does it have a garage?
Yes.
Okay, is it single car or two car garage?
Single.
Okay, perfect. Would you say the property is in a good condition?
No.
Okay, would it be more like a regular condition or poor condition?
Regular.
I see. Have you done any remodelations in the past 3 years, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Can you tell me a little bit about it? Maybe the kitchen, bathroom, what else maybe was remodeled?
The kitchen, the bathrooms were remodeled. I did the floor. I put a new roof, and I put air conditioner.
Oh, perfect. So I suppose that since you remodeled recently, there are no any major repairs that would need to be done, right?
Maybe the pool needs some repairing.
Okay, perfect. I will put that here. So, ma'am, do you owe any mortgage on the property?
That's what does that have to do? That's personal. That's none of your
Oh,
business.
don't worry. You don't have to answer if you don't feel comfortable about it. Um, well, just to confirm, the address is 125 blah blah blah.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And this is a good number to call you back with the offer, so my manager can call you right away.
Yes. When is he going to call back?
Well, it's going to be as soon as possible. Do you have any preference for the time, or any time is fine?
Anytime. Yeah, it can be like as soon as possible.
Excellent, Miss Natasha. Thank you very much for this information. What I'll do is that, as I told you, I'll have my manager run the numbers and he'll call you back with the offer ready to go. Sounds good?
Yes. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Bye. I have to. I have something to say. I think I don't know. I feel like there's a problem because we're. Can you still see the screen, right?
Yes,
Okay, it's like what happened to Angie. I think that can be like an issue because at first, when you obviously haven't familiar yourself with the script, you're gonna
yes,
be like going up and down. It's gonna be a little
yes,
complicated. So I would say like remember that you always have this really important, you always have this, so it's more like trying to read this and trying to
learn
like
it.
yeah, exactly. Like it's not, I think it's not so hard because it's like the same thing we've always said, just like a little bit more like specific. So it's like understanding it and just opening this and like asking because here is like really specific. For example, Angie missed the question of the if you like our offer, would you consider selling the property? If you were to sell, would it be right away or would it take a few months?
Yes,
And you haven't thought about selling in recent times? Like, yeah, those three things. So I think it's a little like if you start with this script, it's a little complicated because you have to go up and down, and because
yes. It's
I
best
write a
to copy and paste the other
uh-huh.
words.
And there are a lot of notes. Like I wrote a lot of notes that can maybe be confusing because you have to like skip some stuff because there are a lot of ways for the owner to answer. So I think it's better to like maybe read this like a couple of times, familiar, yeah, get like familiar with it. And then when you're just talking to the person, you can just say this in order if you know it's a prospect or if it's a lead. And for example, if it's a wrong number, like this like referral wrong number, owner not available, it's not really that complicated. It's just like I'm sorry, I'm calling in. This is the same like do you have any properties that you would like to sell and owner not available? like this is something that we normally say, when can I call back? So I think that if you use this script at the beginning, you might get a little confused going up and down. So you can just like, you can ask these questions, and with the wrong numbers and everything, well, it's like really easy to learn this, like wrong numbers and referral and stuff like that. Hello?
Hi, this is Alejandra. Can I say
Yes.
something about the script?
Yes, of course.
So what I was thinking is, and what I've been doing since we have the previous questions, what I will say is that to take just the introduction, and since our purpose is just to cap and just to take the person like, yes, I want to sell. So we just need to get the very beginning of every single situation, and then we can skip the whole script because we have all the question in the notes. So what we really need is the very beginning, just the situation, if it's a wrong number, if it's not available, we just need to get the beginning, and that's it. Well, that's what I will say. I don't know if you are agree with this or not.
Because that is a good point, just to be much quicker. But just keep in mind that we need to spend time on those calls, okay? So don't worry about the spending 5, 10. I hear calls about like 20 minutes, a wonderful, beautiful lead, 15, 20 minutes. So the idea is not to rush the call, okay? Not to rush the call. Don't try to be quick. Just trying to be casual conversation, like you're talking to a friend. So you don't even really care about the time. You just talk, right? So that's having the script. Just the way that we designed it right here is gonna help us to sound much more casual, okay? Rather than just being rushing up the call, because they're gonna feel that we're trying to get rid of them out of the phone, and that's not gonna be a good impression for them. And Natasha, what do you think about that comment from Alejandra Martinez?
Yes, I think that is really important to like, what's the word, acknowledge the type of script from the beginning. The person said, "No, he's not here." So you already know that you have to, it might be easier if I, for example, here I have it like all in one document. But if it's easier for you guys, you can like put it in different documents.
Can you minimize, not minimize it, but just make it smaller, the percentage? You know how to do it in Vista, in View, go to View in the
Oh,
document, and just cannot trying to make like a view, like a book that you can yeah, like the other way, exactly. Cannot like that.
uh,
And can you
Can I say
minimize?
something?
Yeah, sure.
sorry.
What
Yeah,
I was thinking to do to myself is make one document for each situation and name it as the
exactly.
if it's wrong, and then when I have them open all, and when I have the call, I
Exactly.
can click on whatever I need. So
Exactly. That's
organize them better until we get it used to all of them, because it's gonna take some time.
Yeah, and that sounds good. I mean, if you want to do that, yeah, you can totally do it.
Yes, I think that's a lot easier because you have them like all here. For example, like you open one and you already know, like, if it's a wrong number, you just open this, or if it's a owner not available, open another one. And it's easier than just scrolling up and down and looking for the right script.
Yes, that's right.
But yeah, like Ale Martinez said, the thing is that try to identify what type of call it is from the beginning. So yeah, I mean, after we do that, then we can just proceed with the script. And if we have different documents, then we can just open one and know that we're gonna go with that one, and we don't have to change. So yeah, I mean, that could be a lot easier.
Yes.
All right. So we're gonna do, I think, a couple of more role plays. So who wants to be next? All right. So maybe Sophia, if you want, you can try to do the next role play with Natasha.
Okay, no problem.
Do I mm, do I
We
do
can do.
any? Do I do any type of person or a specific one, like a specific script?
Yeah, well, we did the prospect last time, right? We can do the one that is just interested this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, one question before you start. The second group of questions that Natasha sends is the one for the prospects.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, can I start now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, I'm looking for Natasha.
Yes, that's me.
Yeah, my name is Sophia. I'm calling in regards to your property at 35. No, no, no.
Okay, what about it?
Yeah, the reason why I'm calling is because your company is interested in making an offer if you're interested in selling your property.
Yes, I'm interested.
Great. Let me ask you some quick questions about the property so my manager can call you right away, right back with an offer. First of all, do you have an asking price for the property?
Yes, I want 250.
Sure, that sounds great. Got it. So how long do you own the property for?
About 25 years.
Okay. Are you currently living there?
No, I have a tenant.
Okay, I got it. Okay, just to confirm, the house has two bathrooms and three bath and one bathroom.
We added one more bathroom.
Okay, okay. And does the property have a garage?
No,
Okay, okay. No, no, it's not a problem. Would you say the property is in good conditions?
it's in excellent
It,
conditions.
okay. And have you done any remodelations in the past 3 years?
Yes, the house is entirely remodeled.
Oh, okay. I understand. So no major repairs that needs to be done at the moment.
No, of course not.
Okay. Sure. And do you own mortgage on the property? Or is already paid off?
No, I don't owe anything.
Okay. Okay. So if you like your or offer, would you want to sell right away, or would you like to take a few months or things out?
If you give me what I want, I can sell right away.
Awesome. So do you have a particular reason for selling the property, if I may ask?
Um, yes, because my husband passed away and the house is too big for me.
Oh, okay. I completely understand. So just to confirm, the address is 35 blah blah blah.
Yes,
Yeah, perfect. And it is a good number to call you back with the offer right away.
yes, it would be fine.
All right. When is the best time for my manager call you back, or any time is fine.
It's better in the evenings.
Okay, excellent, Mrs. Natasha. Thank you very much for your information. What I'll do now is have my manager run the numbers on our end. So he'll call you back with the number ready to go. Sounds good for you?
Yes, great. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
All right. That's like the perfect call, right? I wish all the calls were like
For
that.
sure.
Yeah. But
I wanna
no, that
all my
was
calls right like that.
yeah. I mean, we're gonna get with the new list that we're gonna get. We're gonna get a lot of them that are just interested right away. But I mean, yeah, overall it was really good. And the thing is that yeah, if somebody's interested, they're not gonna give you much rebuttals at all. Maybe the only rebuttal that I can think of in that case will be that they don't wanna tell you if they have a mortgage or not. Well, no, that doesn't make sense because if they're interested, then they want to provide that information. So yeah, I mean, if you want, we can try like two rebuttals from the last questions that we have, so we can have like two like uncomfortable scenarios, so we can see how we do in that case. Like, where are you calling from? We can just try that question for
Yeah.
the like interested in selling one. You know what I mean? So like,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm interested, but where are you calling from? Kind of thing. So yeah, Camila, if you want, you can try those ones to see how we do it. Can you hear me, Camila? Hello, Camila, can you hear me? Okay, Camila seems to.
Sorry. I was
Oh,
talking. I have my mic off. Sorry.
yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
that's fine.
here.
So
Yes.
yeah, we can
Sorry.
start now with the rebuttals.
Yes, perfect.
Okay, so I do an interested person, but with rebuttals.
Yeah, we like rebuttals. Or no,
Okay.
let's do the prospect because I don't think the interested in selling person is gonna have those rebuttals. They're gonna have some, but not those ones. But so
I
yeah,
And we,
I have an
we need to do another one with the wrong numbers because we have a bunch of wrong numbers, like a lot of wrong numbers. So we need to take it about that particular item.
yes. We can
So
do
right now, oh, sorry, we are going to do the prospect one, right?
whatever. I don't know, Javier.
yes, yeah.
Look,
So we're gonna do
Nicolas,
the.
we already did it. We already did the prospect, didn't we?
Mhm. No, I just wanted to do the first part. To when they say a rebuttal, probably like where you're located from or something like that.
I have
Okay.
an idea. I have an idea. We can do the wrong number, but with the part of at the end, do you have any property that you would like to sell? And I have a property, so it can be like a mix of two stuff. Like it's a wrong number, but I do have a property for sale. You understand or no?
No, yeah, yeah, we could try that one then. So
So
it's just the wrong number, but the good case scenario of a wrong number.
exactly, yes. So Cami, you can
Okay, perfect. Hello.
yes.
Hi, I'm looking for Natasha.
No, wrong number.
Oh, sorry, I'm calling in regards to the property 123. Is that familiar to you?
No, not at all.
Oh, sorry. I need to get familiar with the script. Sorry.
No worries. This
Yeah.
one.
Oh, so no, that it will be so sorry. Well, if my asks, do you have any properties that you would like to sell or know anyone that may be selling?
Yes, actually, I have a property for sale in Texas.
So then we will go back to the prospect script, right? Just to
No,
confirm.
that would be a lead because I have it for sale. Is that clear?
Okay. Yes. Just wanted to make sure. Yes, I have
Uh-huh.
the doubt. Okay,
Exactly.
perfect. So you are interested in selling. So great. So let me ask you some questions about the property so my manager can call you back right away with the offer. First of all, do you have an asking price for the property?
Yes, I want no less than 150.
Oh, okay. So I think that price is negotiable or you won't take less than that.
No, I just said I won't take less than 150.
Okay, got it. So sorry. So how long have you owned the property for?
Um, and 23 years.
Okay, and are you currently living there?
No, it's currently vacant.
Okay, perfect. So just to confirm, the property has three bedrooms and three bathrooms, right?
No.
Oh, so can you please confirm me the number of bedrooms and bathroom, please?
Five bedrooms and four bathrooms.
Perfect. So does it have a garage?
Yes,
Okay, and will you say the property is in good condition?
yes.
Okay, I see. And have you done any remodelation in the past 3 years, like kitchen or bathroom?
No.
Okay, so no major repairs need to be done in the property, right?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay, perfect. And do you own a mortgage on the property?
Yes, I owe 40,000.
Oh, okay, perfect. So if you like our offer, will you want to sell right away, or would it take you a few months to sort things out?
It would take me about a month to move out and everything. Oh
Okay,
wait, no,
perfect. No.
no, it's vacant. It would take me about a month.
Okay, perfect. No worries. So, do you have a particular reason for selling the property, if I may ask?
I just wanna get rid of it, and I need money.
Oh, I totally understand. So, just to confirm, the address is 123.
Kami, there's an important thing. You never asked me for the address because it was a wrong number, and
Oh, no, no, yes. I said because I remember I told you the address is 123 because I'm here in this part.
what? Sorry, I got
Oh, yeah.
confused. Remember,
Yeah,
re- remember that it was a completely wrong number, so the address was not correct. And um, for example, you're looking for Natasha. I'm not Natasha. The address is not my address, but I am a completely different person that has a property for sale. So you still need to ask me for my address and my name.
oh yeah, I said it confirmed because you said at the beginning. No, I have another address and blah, blah and 123. You told me,
Oh, but
and
oh,
and
sorry.
I was confirming the address that you told me at the beginning. But how
Okay,
should I
sorry.
do it there?
Sorry.
How should I do it there? Should I ask you the full address or confirm the address that you give me at the beginning or?
Well, it depends because if the person says, for example, do you have any property for sale? That blah blah blah, and I say, I do actually have a property for sale in Austin, but sometimes they just say the city. So in that case, you say, "Oh, can you tell me the exact address? 123." But if I tell you the address, then you can just confirm, or if you want, you can just skip that question because like there's no need to confirm if she already like told you at the beginning.
Yeah, perfect, got it. So we already confirmed the address. So, and this is a good number to call you back with the offer.
Yes,
Okay. And when is the best time for my manager to call you, or anytime is fine for you?
anytime is fine.
Okay. Thank you very much for this information. What I will do now is I will have my manager run the numbers on our end, and he will come back with the numbers.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.
Thanks, bye. And you didn't ask me for my name.
Yes, that's why
Yeah, it
I
was well.
didn't say your name at the end. Yes, sorry.
You can say like,
It's
and your name is
important.
okay,
Yes.
Miss Laura, blah
Okay, perfect. Noted.
blah
Okay, that was good. That was good training session. And so, what are we missing? Without the prospects and without the leads and without the run number. So I think we covered everything, right?
It's
blah.
missing the not available, I think.
Yes,
Okay,
owner not available.
would
And
you?
the referral as well.
Yes.
Okay, can you so who's missing because we want to hear everybody cutting in and Barbara. Can you help us with the those two?
Sure.
Great.
Yeah, so Barbara can be the seller and Karen can be the agent.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. And which grade should I use? The referral or the other one?
The referral, the option
Okay.
five, the last one
Okay.
in the bottom. Yeah, do you have the script with you?
Yeah, I already divided all this grades, so it's easier for me to get to the option that we're looking for.
Okay, good.
Do Javier, do I stop sharing my screen?
No, just keep going. You can just support that play role.
Okay.
Just join the part of the script that they might be at the moment that they're talking.
Okay, perfect. Let me just.
Okay, so we're gonna do referrals.
Yeah, seems that we're doing referrals.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Karen, you can start. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, I'm looking for Barbara.
Yes. Who's this?
Hi, my name is Karen, and I work for a real estate investor. And I was just speaking to your friend, which is David. and he told me that you had a property for sale in Houston. Is that correct?
Yes, it is actually.
Great. So let me ask you some quick questions about the property so my manager can give you a call right back with an offer. And first of all, do you have any price for the property?
Yes, it's 350.
Okay. And how long have you owned the property?
Around 15 years.
And are you currently living there?
No, it's currently vacant.
Oh, and just to confirm, the house has three bedrooms and two and a half bathrooms.
No, we actually made some upgrades, so now it's 5 bedrooms.
Okay, and does it have a garage?
No, it was converted to a bedroom.
And would you say the property is in good conditions now?
It is, it's remodeled.
Oh, and what are the remodelations that you made in the past 3 years?
Well, made the kitchen and some cabinets, the bathrooms and some floor. Basically, everything is remodeled.
Oh, so no major repairs that needs to be done at the moment.
Not at all.
Okay, and do you owe a mortgage on the property?
Nope, everything is paid up. I own the property.
Oh, Barbara, and if you like your offer, would you consider to sell? Well, do you have any? Would you consider to selling the property right away, or would you need a few months to sort things out?
Okay, well, I'm gonna make a pause right here because as it is a referral, I think that it's one of the possible rebuttals that we can get here is that the property might be listed. So the owner might say something like, "Well, it's listed with an agent right now on HAR, so you can take a look at the property and talk with the realtor." So in that case, we can use the rebuttal for the realtor. Do you have it?
Mm, realtor.
The one that said,
Okay,
"I
yeah,
have the
okay,
property."
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, we're not allowed to make offers if the property is listed. So let me ask you, if we call you back with an offer and you like it, would you be willing to drop the with the contract with the real estate agent?
Well, it has to be a really good price for me to drop it, so maybe.
Okay, and let me check the rest. So, just to confirm, the address is la 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 la, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so with this information, my manager will give you a call back with an offer. So will be this number a good time to give you a call?
Yeah, you can call me anytime during the day.
Oh, so it will be anytime. Uh, will be fine for my manager to give you a call back, right?
Yes.
Okay, Barbara, thank you. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a great rest of the day.
Okay, thank you.
Bye bye.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. So, Natasha, how did you like that part?
It was perfect. Except that remember when it's a referral, sometimes the person doesn't give you the person that referred doesn't give you the address. For example, in this case, it was Karen talking, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
Karen said, "I'm calling." Hold on, I'm lost. Oh, she said, she told me you had a property for sale at, I don't remember, Houston. So because sometimes they don't say the address. So remember, you have to ask Barbara, can you tell me the exact address? Because you did confirm the address, but remember that she didn't give you the address, like the complete address.
Okay,
Is
Exactly.
that
so can I add that in into the
yes? Yeah,
into
that was
the script?
yeah, that was my bad because I didn't add that. For example, in the referral, I have to add like so first of all, can you tell me the exact address or something like that?
Yes. And basically, another thing that I did is that I said maybe I'm willing to drop it if the price is really good. It has to be a really good price for me to drop it. So basically, in this case, It might or might not be a lead, because remember that when someone is like not 100% sure about the dropping contract with the realtor, it might be because they want to get as close as market value as they can. Like if they're asking 200, they will take, for example, 195 or 198. So I think it's important for us to add like an additional question. If they say if it's a good price, maybe we can ask something like, well, what will be the price that you will consider to drop that contract? Because we don't have that question either.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
that's a good point. Or
So
also we can say like, we'll not ask them how much more they want to get if they're going to drop
Mm.
the contract, but maybe say, well, we're not too sure what kind of deal you have monetary wise with your agent right now, with your realtor, but we are going to be able to give you a really good offer close to the market value. So within the range of the market value, we're going to give you the best possible offer that you can get. But if it's much more than the market value, then we couldn't do it. I mean, that's really long, but something like that. I'm gonna think about it actually, and then I can let you guys know about
Yeah.
that.
yeah, we can write it here. For example, um, if the price is, if I like the price or if the price is good enough.
No, if the price is
Oh,
right, the price is right, because that's one of the phrases that is in the US all the time. If the price is right.
Yes.
yes, Barb. What was the thing you said? Like when Karen asked you about the if you were willing to drop. What did you say exactly,
Who, Nicolas?
No,
Barbara?
Barbara.
Oh, Barbara.
Oh, okay. That the question that I said was, for example, someone said, maybe I'm willing to drop the contract, but it just depends on the price. If the price is really good, I might drop it. Maybe. Okay, that
Okay.
maybe. So we can ask something like, well, what will be a good price for you to drop the contract, or what price would you take into consideration? Okay, like any price in mind. So it will be something similar to, do you have a price in mind? But as
Mm-hmm.
far as dropping the contract, it will be like, well, do you have any good price in mind that you would like to get if you're not with the realtor, like if you're dropping the contract? Okay, something like that. So yeah, we have to formulate that question really good, because that might be a way to get the exact amount that the owner wants, and that way we can say if it's a good lead or not. Because, for example, someone can say, yes, I'm willing to drop the contract for 250,000, for example, and the house is just listed for 200, so you know that is no a good price. Okay, so, for example, they might say, well, if I don't have to pay the realtor fees or anything, I will take, I don't know, 180, and the price is 200, so we can consider that, you see? So it just depends. Yes, it depends on the price that the owner said as well.
Would this
Yeah.
work? Like, what would be a right price for you?
Yeah.
No.
Yes,
Yeah.
like what will be a right what will be a good price for you to consider,
Okay.
for example?
One thing, but do you remember that at the very beginning of this specific situation, you set a price? So you actually have a price in mind. So what's the difference between this price and the one that make you drop the contract with the realtor?
Yeah.
Okay, good question. And that is because remember that every time that someone is listed with a realtor, they have to pay what they call the realtor fees, which is the commission for the realtor. So basically, every time that you're selling a house, you're selling, for example, 210,000, and those 10,000 are the commission for the realtor. For example, okay, I'm not saying that they are too high, or I don't really know how much are the commissions, but for example, they need to pay all the closing fees, the commission fees, the realtor fees, okay? Everything like additional prices, okay, besides the property. So the difference between the market value and the price that they will consider to drop the contract is that market value is the price that is listed for, the price that includes the realtor fees and everything. So asking what will be a good price to consider dropping the contract is something like the owner doesn't have to pay any fees, any closing, anything, okay, regards the company or the realtor specific that they are working with, okay. So that will be the difference. So in that case, they can say like a price below what is listed for, okay. So well, with the realtor fees, I'm asking 210, but I can go lower to 190 if I don't have to pay anything like that. You see? So that might be the difference between the price in mind and the price in mind without the realtor. So that's what I think it's important to ask that specific question.
Yeah, so it's actually better for them to go with us instead of a realtor. That was actually a really good point, Barbara. So we can like emphasize on that. If anything, if we encounter somebody that has an agent, when we're trying to talk to them about them dropping the contract, we can mention then, like we don't cover we don't charge, sorry, any fees like realtor will do. What we do is that we try to make the process as more as possible for you, and we just want to have like a direct process with you with no middleman, so the profit, so you can take the profit, you don't have to like split it with nobody else. So yeah, it's actually good for them to drop the contract, and they should have like a less price in that case. So yeah, we can ask if anything.
Hmm.
Okay, that sounds good. So I think we covered all, right? So we can totally wrap up the meeting. Does anybody has anything else to say or comment on this beautiful meeting?
I
Me,
think that the
maybe.
script that was
Oh,
left
sorry.
was the owner wasn't available.
And
Yeah.
maybe you
Oh
can send
yeah.
us the script with all the
The
modifications.
pieces. Yes, I'm gonna send it again with the things that Barbara and Nico and the other people have said.
Okay, that sounds good. So at the end of the meeting, Natasha is gonna post the final script with all the new additions, and it's gonna be great. Okay, it's just a matter of getting used to it, but it will take no time for you guys because you already have the experience, like real life. So you guys will you're gonna be fine. Okay, and better off with this type of script, because that way you're gonna sound not only cute but professional and cute. That combination is a killing machine in this business. So you guys gonna do good, really good.
Okay, so are we gonna do the rehearsal for the owner not available or not necessary?
Not necessarily, no, not really. I think we got the main picture because we need to get some leads because we've been 2 hours in the meeting, which is wonderful. We need to have this type of meeting much more often. But yeah, we need to wrap this up, okay? And then we can just give the script. And if anybody has any questions, we can do like a one-on-one coaching sessions, no problem.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. So Natasha, do you have
Okay.
anything to add in addition to what you already said?
No, I'm just gonna finish. For example, here the address for when the person um when it's the wrong number or if it's a referral. I'm just gonna write of the exact address, and then I'm gonna send it right away. And yeah, that's it.
Well, that sounds perfect. And so Nicolas, Barbara, and everybody else, you guys good? Any questions? Anything?
No.
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 No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, well, in that case, let me just gonna wrap up this meeting. So thank you, everyone. You guys gonna get paid, of course, and thank you for your attendance to this meeting. So the idea is just to improve our effectiveness on the phone, and just don't give up that easily. Right? You hear that saying in many songs. Don't give it up. Don't give up that easily. Just keep fighting for the leads, and you're gonna get them. Okay, just call handling. Remember, you need to be in control of the call from the very beginning to the end. That's creating the rapport. Okay, and this script is gonna take you there. Okay, to that place to the control place. So you guys have everything that you need to have in order to be like a good, excellent, upstanding agents. And we're really glad to have you here, guys. And if you have any questions, we'll be right here for you to support you. Okay. So let's go get back on the phones and get some leads. And thanks for everything.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Natasha.
You're
Thank
Okay,
welcome.
you.
thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye bye.